They're off. That's Dancer Dior out fast for the early lead between horses. Sterling Express on the outside, ranging up and now getting the lead. Vernon Roy, and around the turn they go. Vernon Roy, the early leader. Dancer Dior is second. Sterling Express creating a gap. Third, racing in fourth to the quarter-mile pole. Fire Up, Fox Valley Awesome is fifth. The trailer is Cashmatic, the quarter, 28 2/5. Vernon Roy leads a length and 3/4. Racing in second to the 3/8 marker goes Dancer Dior in third now. That's Sterling Express. Racing in fourth to the half-mile pole. Fire Up in fifth. Fox Valley Awesome. Cashmatic takes out of last. They go over to the half-mile pole. On the front end, the leader by a length and 3/4, Vernon Roy. They went off the half-mile marker, 58 4/5. Sterling Express comes on second. Dancer Dior backs off third, racing in fourth. As they go to the 3/4, Fire Up, Fox Valley Awesome fifth. Cashmatic, the trailer, final 3/8 of a mile. The leader is Vernon Roy, a length on the outside. Fire Up second. Sterling Express third, coming on fourth. Fox Valley Awesome by the 3/4 mile pole. 129. The leader is Vernon Roy. On the outside, Fire Up moving to the outside. Third, Fox Valley Awesome with Cashmatic closing on the far outside. It's Vernon Roy, the leader, racing in second through the lane. Sterling Express, Vernon Roy leads. Sterling Express second. Vernon Roy, Sterling Express, and Cashmatic. They're off. On the outside, that's Lieutenant Monterey with Ramblin' Tup for the early lead. Down along the rail, coming away well into the turn, was Good and Loyal, and around the turn they go. Up to get that lead, Lieutenant Monterey racing in second. Ramblin' Tup, Good and Loyal is right there. Third in fourth, Osborne's Thunder, Raven Ability fifth. He Looks Great is sixth, racing seventh. Native Bill, Strike Me Rich is eighth, trailing the field as they go over to the 3/8 pole. He's a Low Bell, and on the move now as they go to the 3/8. That's Good and Loyal. They move into the club turn on the front end. Lieutenant Monterey leads by 2. Good and Loyal hustles up second. Down along the rail, Ramblin' Tup is third, racing fourth, Osborne's Thunder. On the outside, fifth after a half mile, comes Raven Ability, the half in a minute and 3/5. Lieutenant Monterey stays out there a length and a half. On the outside, Good and Loyal gains ground second, racing third after 5/8 of a mile. Ramblin' Tup in fourth position of the 3/4. Raven Ability, Osborne's Thunder fifth. Native Bill out there, sixth, racing in seventh to the corner on the rail. That's He Looks Great. Final 3/8 of a mile on the front end with a short lead. Lieutenant Monterey, Good and Loyal racing second in third position on the rail. That's Ramblin' Tup. They're in the lane. Lieutenant Monterey, the leader. On the outside, Good and Loyal's closing ground second. Now it's Good and Loyal getting the lead. Lieutenant Monterey is second with Ramblin' Tup. It's Good and Loyal, the leader. Lieutenant Monterey off the turn. They're off. That's Gecko's Creed out sharply for the early lead. Down along the inside, coming away second. Mala Mala getting off third, taken by surprise in fourth as they swing round the turn. The man with the gun. Off stride is Bill Gale with Gecko's Creed. They swing round the turn. The leader, Mala Mala, racing in second is Man with the Gun. In third position as they go by the quarter. That's High Mahogany, the quarter 28 4/5. And now up to get the lead is Taken by Surprise. It's Taken by Surprise to the front, racing second, Mala Mala. Man with the Gun is third, racing in fourth position to the half mile. High Mahogany Tartarus takes out of fifth. Down along the rail sixth. As they swing round the turn to the half mile, goes Pain into Bobo, the half 59 2/5. Over to the three-quarters they go. The leader is Taken by Surprise. Up on the outside to challenge second, Man with the Gun. In third to the three-quarter mile pole now comes Mala Mala. Final 3/8 of a mile, Man with the Gun on the outside. He can't clear though. Taken by Surprise holds the rail. Racing third as they go to the three-quarters. That's Mala Mala in fourth position on the outside. Comes Tartarus. They turn for home on the front end. Taken by Surprise leads, racing second through the lane. Comes Mala Mala. Now it's Mala Mala getting the lead. Moving up on the outside is High Mahogany. Mala Mala, High Mahogany closing on the outside with Tartarus. A driving finish. Back to pace, the Hamlin Park Association and the St. Peter Fellow. They're off. Along the inside for the early lead goes Charge Plate with Perfect Mohawk. Cotton Sock drives up third, getting off fourth is next. In fifth position, Bejeweled. Strike a Pose is sixth. Raven Ruler is seventh. Racing in eighth, Fox Valley Jock trailing the field. It's Bruce as they go down to the quarter. The Cotton Sock is up to get a 2-length lead. They went off the quarter mile pole, 28 2/5. It's Cotton Sock by 2, racing in second position by the stands on the outside. Bejeweled racing in third as they go to the 3/8 pole. Comes Strike a Pose, and now Bejeweled on the outside gets the lead. Racing in second is Cotton Sock. In third to the half-mile marker goes Strike a Pose. Down along the rail, racing in fourth after a half mile. That's Perfect Mohawk. The half is in 57 4/5. Bejeweled leads a length and 3/4. Racing in second to the 3/4 mile mark now. That's Cotton Sock on the outside third. Comes Strike a Pose, racing in fourth to the 3/4 mile pole. Comes Raven Ruler off the 3/4, 125 2/5. The leader is Bejeweled. On the outside, racing second round the turn. That's Strike a Pose. In third is Cotton Sock. The leader is Bejeweled. Cotton Sock is second. On the outside, racing in third through the lane. Comes Strike a Pose. The leader is Bejeweled, racing in second position. That's Cotton Sock, Bejeweled, Cotton Sock, and Raven Ruler. They're off. That's Raven Reviews for the early lead. Coming away along the rail was Whoopi Cloud. Denali Charger came out of there third. Racing in fourth as they go over to the 3/8 pole, make it the quarter pole. That's the Armada. And around the turn, Raven Reviews leads by 2.5 lengths. Whoopee Cloud is second, racing in third to the quarter-mile mark. Denali's Charger, Armada's Fox Valley Slicker, trailing the field to the half-mile pole. That's Beep Beep. They move into the turn on the front end, staying out there. Raven Reviews racing in second position now. Whoopee Cloud, Denali's Chargers getting locked in there third. Racing in fourth as they go by the half mile on the outside comes Animator. They go to the 3/4. The leader is Raven Reviews racing in second position. That Star Blue Chip in third along the backside. Whoopee Cloud Animator is fourth, racing in fifth. Denali's Charger on the outside. Armada's sixth. They go off the 3/4 mile pole. 1:27 on the front end. The leader by a length. Raven Reviews now up on the outside there to be second in the lane. Star Blue Chip still locked in. That's Denali's Charger. Now it's Star Blue Chip getting the lead, racing in second. That's Animator. It's Star Blue Chip and Animator with Whoopee Cloud. They're off. Along the inside is Sky Colors for the early lead, winging on the outside. Noble Alba between horses coming away third into that turn. Goes Dwayne's Gamble and now racing up to be fourth. Millie's Niatross racing in fifth is Guts 2. They swing round the turn on the inside. Sky Colors on the outside. Noble Alba challenging, moving 3 wide. Millie's Niatross, the quarter, 28 3/5. They go to the 3/8 pole on the front end, getting the lead now by a length and a half. That's Millie's Niatross racing in second position to the clubhouse turn. Goes Noble Alba racing in third to the half-mile marker on the rail. And now taking out of fourth there as they go into the half mile. And now on the move is Sky Colors. They race over. Now on the move is Noble Alba. They go over to the 3/4 mile pole. Sky Colors on the outside, down along the rail. That's Millie's Niatross racing in third position to the upper turn. Goes Dwayne's Gamble racing in fourth to the 3/4. Noble Alba, Brett's back is fifth. Racing in sixth, Jimmy Dundee. Guts 2 has no speed this week. They go by the 3/4, 1:27 3. They turn for home on the front end with a short lead there. That's Brett's back on the outside, racing into second, Jimmy Dundee. It's Jimmy Dundee on the outside. Brett's back racing second. In third through the lane comes Noble Alba. It's Jimmy Dundee in front. Brett's back second. Noble Alba third. Off stride at the start is Top Notcher, and they're off. That's Ticket to Heaven out fast for the early lead with Conditional. Do Run Run. Bluegrass came away third. Keystone Raider fourth. Mystery Fun fifth. The Money Lender is sixth. Storm Compensation seventh. Wiregrass Kerrigan eighth, trailing after a miscue. Top Notcher, they go down to the 1/4 mile. Do Run Run. Bluegrass moves up on the outside to get that lead. They go off the quarter, 29 seconds right after him. Second now Conditional in third to the 3/8 pole. That's Ticket to Heaven. That's Conditional on the outside. Do Run Run Bluegrass on the inside. Ticket to Heaven third. Mystery Fun comes on fourth. Racing in fifth. Keystone Raider. Moneylender out there. Sixth Storm Compensation seventh. Wiregrass Kerrigan eighth. The trailing horse Top Notcher the half. 57 4/5. Do Run Run Bluegrass leads 3/4 of a length. Conditional the Challengers second. Saving Ground third. That's Ticket to Heaven on the outside. Mystery Fun fourth. Keystone Raider fifth. Racing in sixth position. Moneylender Storm Compensation moves 3 wide seventh. They go off the 3/4, 126 2. On the front end, it's Do Run Run Bluegrass. Conditional second. Ticket to Heaven along the inside third. On the outside, Racing fourth. Mystery Fund. Final eighth of a mile. Do Run Run Bluegrass leads by 4 lengths. Racing in second. Mystery Fun with Ticket to Heaven. It's Do Run Run Bluegrass, Keystone Raider, and Mystery Fund. They're off. Along the inside for the early lead is 823, hustling up on the far outside, 4th position into the turn. Goes Apache Arrow. Also on the move is Ralph Underwood. And around the turn, Apache Arrow gets that lead. Racing in second. 823, Ralph Underwood is third. Racing in fourth, Escort Best as they go off the quarter. 27 2/5. On the front stretch, the leader by a length. And now up on the outside, Ralph Underwood with a rush gets the lead. It's Ralph Underwood to the front. Apache Arrow second. Sports Billy third. Abruptly out of the hole fourth is 823. Racing in fifth, Escort's Best on the outside. Sixth to the half mile goes Jet Class. They go off the half-mile mark, 57 1/5. Ralph Underwood on the inside, on the outside. Sports Billy under pressure. Sports Billy 3/4 of a length. Ralph Underwood fighting to hold the rail but doesn't. 823 is third. Apache Arrow is fourth. Racing in fifth. That's Jet Class as they go to the 3/4. Sports Billy a length. On the outside, racing in second round, the turn goes 823, 3/4 on the board, 125 3. It's Sports Billy showing the way, racing in second. Ralph Underwood, Apache Arrow is third. Sports Billy the leader, racing in second between horses. Ralph Underwood, Apache Arrow comes on now. It's a driving finish. Circle of Light lagging behind. They're off. That's Dark Rye for the early lead. Coming away second was Endless Story. Termination is third. Tucking in fourth as they swing round that first turn and go over to the 1/4 mile. Son of a Gun with Exalted Majesty fifth. They settle in for the 1/4. Dark Rye leads a length and a half. Racing in second. Endless Story, they go off the 1/4, 28 1/5. On the front stretch, the leader a length is Dark Rye. Endless Story is second. Termination Racing third. Exalted Majesty moves up fourth. Racing in fifth is Son of a Gun on the outside. Call 911 is sixth. They go to the half-mile pole. Dark Rise had the best of it, still does. Racing in second, Endless Story. They go off the half-mile, 58 seconds. It's Dark Ride by 2 lengths. Exalted Majesty moves up on the outside to be second. Racing in third is Endless Story. In fourth to the 3/4 mile pole. That's Termination. The leader is Dark Rye. Racing second, Exalted Majesty. Endless Story is third. They go by the 3/4, 126 and 4. Dark Rye has opened up a 5-length lead. Exalted Majesty second. In third is Endless Story. The leader is Dark Rye by 5 lengths. Exalted Majesty racing second. In third on the outside as they drive through the stretch. Circle of Light on the front end. The leader, Dark Rye, with Exalted Majesty and Circle of Light. Tenth race, the LCTS in the Back to Lane School Derby pace, a perfect in the They're off. That's Less Filling and Tune Tapper for the early lead. Coming away third as they race into the first turn goes DJ's Desperado with Flying Amadeus fourth. Racing in fifth is Head Chef Pig Whistling is sixth. Racing in seventh as they go over to the 1/4 mile pole. That's the Country Special. American Elgin is eighth, and trailing the field Oliver Hill. They go by the 1/4 mile in 29 2/5. The leader is Less Filling by 2.5 lengths. Tune Tapper racing second. In third position, DJ's Desperado racing fourth. Flying Amadeus on the outside, fifth to the half-mile marker. Head Chef Pig Whistling is sixth. They go into the half-mile. Less Filling stays out there by 2 lengths. Racing in second is Tune Tapper, the half, 59 3/5. Less Filling opens up a 3-length lead. Tune Tapper is second. Racing in third is DJ's Desperado. Flying Amadeus is fourth. On the outside, Head Chef racing fifth. In sixth as they go to the 3/4 mile pole. On the outside of horses, that's Pig Whistling. They swing round the turn. Less Filling a length and a half. Tune Tapper racing second. In third as they turn for home comes DJ's Desperado. It's Less Filling leading. Racing in second in the lane is Tune Tapper. It's Less Filling out there by 3 lengths. Tune Tapper has no speed. Moving up to be second, DJ's Desperado. Less Filling leads with DJ's Desperado and Tune Tapper. They're off. On the outside, that's Ann Society with Dancing Over coming away third by Popular Demand and Anxious Brett. And into the first turn they go on the front end. The early leader by a length to the 1/4 mile pole is Ann Society. Now by Popular Demand moves up to be second. Dancing Over is third. Racing in fourth, Anxious Brett. They go by the 1/4, 29 1/5. Up to get that lead is by Popular Demand. Racing in second is Ann Society. Dancing Over is third. Anxious Brett drives from fourth, racing in fifth. Dancing over in sixth to the half-mile pole. Storm Key racing in seventh as they move to the backside. That's Chicago Maze Prairie Inky, and trailing the field now, Smell of Success. The half-mile 59 3/5. They go to the 3/4. The leader by a length on the backside is By Popular Demand, moving up to be second. Anxious Brett along the rail, a strong third, and Society racing up fourth. Dancing Over in fifth is Dancing Over racing sixth to the 3/4. Goes Storm Key. They go by the 3/4 mile pole, 129 3/5 on the front end. The leader by 2.5 lengths By Popular Demand. Racing in second now is And Society. By Popular Demand's under a heavy drive. And Society out there second. Racing third is Dancing Over. It's By Popular Demand, And Society, and Dancing Over.